He's got somebody special here today we're going to talk about in a second. But first, how was it?
It was challenging. It was like a whirlwind of a whole bunch of stuff for me. And it changed my life. It changed my thinking, my solutions. And in return, it branched out and changed everything inside of me. Just like a vine inside of me, all my tendons, my muscles, just the way everything thinks and moves. So, and it was just coming here and being able to learn how to forgive people. That was all right. Not that I had to prove nothing, and get set on a foundation, and then go back out to what I know how to do. And in doing so, some of the things I didn't understand, but I just did them because the Bible said to do it so I could get close to me. So I did it, and later I understood it. And so that set the foundation for me, and it gave me lots of confidence in the Word. So, and in return, I've been blessed continually through this. And before I left here, the day I graduated, I was blessed with a job. Sunburn on the back.
When you were kneeling down there praying, I looked at the back of your neck and said, what on earth? He's a block layer, and he got a job in this economy after he graduated. Amen, isn't that neat? Now, let me ask you one question. You were a little feisty. You didn't really want to be here at first, did you?
Well, you know, I was pretty set in my ways, and my ways worked for me out there. Except for the devil is full of lies. So when you're walking with him, no matter how honorable you think you're doing it, in the end, someone else ends up with your stuff or with your kids or with your old lady and you're in prison. If you're good at it, you end up in prison sooner or later. That's how, because they're like wondering where everything's coming from. You're not working. So that's how, I didn't like that.
So when you first came here, you didn't want to stay here, is that right?
No, change is hard. You know, I didn't know what it was going to be like. Jesus was asking so much change from what I was used to that I was kind of scared to give it over to him. Because I didn't know if my family was going to stand by me. I didn't know how I would think if I was going to lose opportunity. I didn't know what was going to, it was the unknown. So I put my faith in him. And it was a roller coaster, but that was a little exciting, and the way everybody handled me when I would talk to people made it challenging. So I wasn't going to quit, I wasn't going to know how to quit, but if you blessed me and told me it was okay to go, but nobody told me it was okay. They said, keep your vow to God.
What he did, he came into me, I want to leave this place. But my PO won't let me go unless you let me go. I said, I ain't going to do it. Well, it's not that way. For a lot of people that misunderstand, I didn't make the vow. How can I turn somebody loose from a vow they made? That's what I try to explain to somebody. They get mad at me, you didn't let me go. Why? You made the vow. And because, you know, and I got a lot of respect for that. He stayed, and look at him, he's flourishing. There you go. That's cool. Now, he's got a famous grandpa. You want to bring him up? You say, I knew when I went in the Army about his grandfather. Because I went in the Army Security Agency, and it was top secret, hush hush, crypto, code, and all this kind of stuff, you know. And they used to teach us during the Second World War. The Navajos.
That's a wind talker.
Spoke their language, and the Japanese could not break the code. And you know, there's a lot of, and that's what I spent all the years in the Army, is what we would do, intercept all the different communications all over the world, and would process it. And they were able to break the codes. But they couldn't do it in the Second World War because all they did was speak in the Navajo language. And he was one of the code talkers in those days. My dad crumbled in the Second World War, possibly because of him. My dad and my uncle made it through. Because you break the codes, in other words, you make the plans, and you're communicating to all your forces and everything. If they can break the codes, they can be there. But if they can't break the codes, they can't. So that's, thank you. You want to introduce it?
Yeah, this is my grandfather, Joe Esteem Kellwood, the Navajo code talker. He's a pretty good singer in his native language. He loves to sing the Marine Corps hymn.
You see, there's 420 of us that qualified, and there's a lot of dropout. So those 125 cover 6th Marine Division, and it takes 5 persons to 1 regiment. So there's 2 1/4, 1 in each battalion. So that's how we work together. They all know that the code is very secret thing, and when we graduate, they beat this chest. Our license, they never give it up, you know. So that's the way the life is in Marine Corps. I served in 1942 to 1968. That's how and at this time, I'm still with the Marine Corps Association. We give our money to Marines where they teach those that can't make it through the boot camp and other things, or the winning of the different things that they use the money for. So I've been a life member to Marine Corps Association. Yeah. And do you want to hear a Marine hymn? It's written by one of the Navajo code talkers that I went through with. See, I was working at 8 miles on the other side of Gallup, New Mexico, Wingate Ordnance Depot. When I was working there, I see Marines hit Guadalcanal, and you see the movie. So that's what made me want to join the Marines. So I went to Albuquerque. I enlisted Marine at Albuquerque. They told me to come back 2 weeks. That I did. And they sent me down here to Phoenix. 1943, October 1st, I passed it here. So from here I went to San Diego. First word out of your mouth will be sir. Yeah. So I served in the war. I was 42 to 45. I was, let me see, they sent us to Melbourne, Australia to catch up with the 1st Marine Division that pulled out from Guadalcanal. And the next island that we hit is Cape Gloucester, New Britain. The next one, Palau, on the way to Philippines, cleaning out the jets. And the last, the last one is Okinawa. So I got that trip about triangle shape from here to Australia, from there back up to across the equator, and come straight across from Okinawa back to Phoenix. Yeah. Yes, everybody's waiting. So one of the, Jimmy King, he's the fellow that's more educated, so he's the fellow that they make the song. And he's still famous. Norka bika ana ilada sokonda sikai ne Bekaji do trakaji da soko entapipa. Srida da tenite ebeni hosen Washington Bekospi Kalila Chilengo John. Proud to be letter 9.